So I have a lot of clients ask me, what in the world are these pre-production documents? Today, that's what we're going to walk through, and I'm going to explain to you why they're important and why it's crucial that you start using these with your clients. I'm Easton Bennett. I run a video production company that has helped over 100 clients successfully grow their businesses through targeted video marketing. So really, pre-production documents are everything you're going to put together before you work with a client and before you actually show up on set to shoot the video. And why it's so crucial to be using these documents is it keeps everybody organized and everybody on the same path of what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, who's going to be there, what we're going to be shooting. So really you can look at it as the who, what, why, where, and when. There are a lot of pre-production documents out there. Everyone does them differently, but there are a staple set that I use for every single client we work with. The first document we use is a contract. So a contract, I assume all of you know what a contract is. It outlines the expectations for what the client's responsible for, what we as a production company are responsible for, the budget, the dates we're shooting, and any legally binding information that we need to talk about upfront so there are no questions asked when the project is finished. A couple sections I like to sprinkle into our contracts is the exclusivity rule, which determines that we can be the only video production company on set that day. You can work with other companies, but we like to work by ourselves that day. Another section we like to add is the copyright. Who owns the final deliverables? Who owns the raw footage? Are there any licenses? Those things are the expectations we're talking about in the beginning that really keeps the client and us as a production company on the same page. All right, we got the contract signed, countersigned, sent out. We are good to go with the project. Now we put together the shot list and the storyboard. A lot of times when we work with clients, a storyboard isn't necessary, but for some of those bigger projects where a storyboard would help actually let the client visualize what is going to be on screen rather than explain it, we use a storyboard in those situations. The main thing we use for a lot of our different shoots is a shot list. So before we put together the call sheet, which we'll get into next, we put together a shot list. What sorts of shots are we looking for? Do we need a drone shot? Do we need a wide establisher of the building? Do we need an intricate piece of B-roll that's crucial to tell the story? Putting together the shot list and the angles and what we're shooting it on, whether it be handheld or gimbal or a dolly, this shot list culminates everything that we're going to be shooting when we show up on set for the actual day of production. Once we have that shot list, we understand how much we need to shoot, these sorts of shots we're getting, the locations, whether it's interior, exterior. We can then begin to build out the call sheet. Now, what is a call sheet? A lot of times our clients say, well, what's this call sheet for? What am I expecting to see? The call sheet has a bunch of different information on it, and we'll kind of walk through it. So on screen here, you can see one of our working call sheets that we actually use for a client. And the things that go into this call sheet are specifically a schedule of when we're going to be shooting things and when things are happening. That's the main thing. But on top of the schedule, we have any talent, what time the talent should show up, what the talent should be wearing, what crew is going to show up, the contact information for the crew. There's a section for any production notes, whether it's parking or if lunch is provided, any information that can be added that might not be in the rest of the call sheet. We have the weather attached to it. In the top right, we have how many shoot dates we're going to have. So really, the call sheet culminates pretty much an overview of the whole entire shoot and what you can be expecting. Again, the storyboard we talked about earlier, it's a visual representation of every single frame, what the shot looks like, what's happening in that frame. So you can see almost a little picture book of how the commercial or the video or the ad plays out. Another pre-production document that we work with a lot is a question sheet. So we do a lot of interviews with owners of businesses, testimonials, anything that requires a sit-down talking head. So the question sheet is exactly what you think it is. We formulate a list of questions to be asking these people on set. You can come up with the questions yourself or online. They have a ton of different example questions. If you want our question list, shoot me a message on Instagram. I'd be happy to share it with you. The nice part about the question list is you are able to guide the conversation before you actually get to set and actually shoot these interviews. So the way you structure these questions allows you to navigate the questions and the conversation exactly how you want and push the person you're interviewing to where you want them to go. So these are the basic pre-production documents that we use with all of our clients, but there are a ton more out there that you can really dive into if you feel the need. If you aren't already using these, try to start implementing some of them and give your clients a better experience. Really, it comes down to how does the client feel when they're going through the experience of working with your company? And that's what we try to provide all of our clients, is the best possible client experience that we can. That's all I got. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see how our production company can help you get your business up and off the ground and running with video content, shoot me a message on Instagram at Easton Bennett 2, or go to bennettcreativemedia.com and fill out the form, and we'll make sure to get back to you the same day that you fill out that form. If you're not quite sold and you want to learn a little bit more about how to create engaging video content, these 2 videos over here might wet your whistle, so go ahead and dive right into those. Again, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one.